My dear brothers and sisters, the title of the story of Jesus in today's gospel is the parable of the rich fool, ang talinghaga ng mayamang hangal. Now, the title itself is a warning to all of us. It is possible to be rich and still be a fool. Pwedeng mayaman, pero hangal naman. We all want to be rich, and there is nothing wrong about that. But let us be careful, because being rich does not automatically mean being wise. It is possible to be rich and still be a fool. At tingnan niyo na lamang po sa ating lipunan ngayon, napakaraming mayayaman, pero hangal naman, lalong-lalo na sa batayan ng Diyos. In the story of Jesus, there was a man who by worldly standards was very successful. He was very rich. He had an abundant harvest, so abundant that he did not know where to place them all. And so he asked himself, what shall I do? For I do not have enough space to store my harvest. And then an insight came to him, this is what I shall do. I shall tear down my barns and build larger ones. I will store all my grains and other goods, and I will tell myself, now you have many things stored up for many years. You can just relax, you can rest. Just eat, drink, and enjoy your life, for you have so much in store for you. But God interrupted the enjoyment of that man. God said to him, you fool, hangal ka, because this very night your life will be demanded of you. And all this you have stored, to whom will they belong? Sabi ng Diyos dun sa mayaman, oo, ang dami mong naitago, ang dami mong naipon, pwede ka na lang magpa-relax-relax sa buhay mo, pero hangal ka, kasi ngayong gabi, mamamatay ka na. Kanino mapupunta lahat ng inipon mo? Sino ang makikinabang niyan? My dear brothers and sisters, the rich man is considered by God a fool, not because he was rich, not because he was productive, not because he planned ahead, but because he lived only for himself. When he had so much, what he thought was to store everything he had. Take note that this man did not even think of, how can I share this to others? He did not even think of giving away some of his produce. He did not even think of thanking God. Ang naisip lang niya, itatago ko ang lahat ng ito para sa akin. And because he lived only for himself, God called him a fool. My dear brothers and sisters, this echoes our first reading today from the book of Ecclesiastes. The famous words of the book, vanity of vanities, all things are vanity. The author of the book of Ecclesiastes realizes that in our life, we spend our whole lifetime building our wealth, our money, our possessions. We strive our whole life to build our reputation, our power, our positions, and yet one day we will leave them all behind. We cannot bring them to the afterlife, and someone else will benefit from what we have worked hard for. Trabaho ka ng trabaho, ipon ka ng ipon, nagpapakapagod ka at nagsasakripisyo. Pero kapag namatay ka naman, iiwanan mo rin lahat. Wala ka rin madadala. Kaya vanity of vanities. All things are vanity. But My dear brothers and sisters, if we live for others, these things will never be vanity. Yung pong mga magulang sa inyo o sa ating mga pamilya, ang lahat naman po tayo, nagsasakripisyo, nagtatrabaho, nag-iipon para sa kabutihan ng ating pamilya, ng inyong mga anak. Yung bang iniipon ninyo para sa inyong mga anak, sasabihin ninyo, sayang lang yan. Sila makikinabang, ako ang nagtrabaho. Hindi. Because we are doing it for them. Living for others. My dear brothers and sisters, if your riches are only for you, they will die with you. But if your riches are for others, they will live forever. St. Paul, in our second reading today, gives us the antidote to foolishness. St. Paul tells us, think of what is above, not of what is on earth. Think of heavenly things, not things in this world that pass away. St. Paul invites us to be wise, and to be wise is to have heaven in mind, Christ in our hearts, and others in our care. To be wise is to live not only for oneself, but to live always for others. Remember the saying, when God gives you more than you need, build longer tables, not higher walls. The tendency is when God gives us more than we need, when God gives us so much blessings, we build higher walls in order to protect our possessions from other people. Kapag sobra-sobra ang biyaya ng Panginoon sa atin, minsan nag-aalala pa tayo, naku, paano kung iingatan to para hindi mawala, para hindi manakaw. But when God gives you more than you need, instead of building higher walls, build longer tables, so that many will benefit from your blessings. I remember, my dear brothers and sisters, when we were seminarians there at San Carlos Seminary in Guadalupe, one of the events, activities in the seminary that we always looked forward to was the alumni homecoming of the priests who graduated from our seminary. Nangyayari po yan first week of November, malapit sa fiesta ng patron of our seminary, San Carlos Borromeo. And when I was a seminarian, I would be always assigned at the registration committee, at the registration table, na ang trabaho ay i-welcome yung mga alumni na pari. At siguro po kahit naman sa ibang mga eskwelahan, kapag uma-attend din kayo ng mga alumni homecoming, pagdating ninyo sa eskwelahan, ang unang-unang gagawin, registration. So iba't ibang steps yung registration process. The first step is to register. Dati po nung panahon namin, mano-mano pa. No? Registration form, susulat pa. Ngayon, high-tech na ang registration. Meron ng monitor, ikiklik mo na lang kung okay yung lahat ng data. Pero dati, susulat mo na yung mga pare. That is step 1. Step 2, bibigyan sila ng ID at yung mga giveaways. Sa step 2. Step 3, singilan. Siyempre, merong registration fee at membership fee. Kaya magbabayad yung mga pari. Kung hindi magbabayad, hindi pa kakainin. Yung step 4 ay voluntary lang. Yung step 4, hihingan sila ng tulong para dun sa tinatawag naming Poor Seminarians Fund. It is a fund that is used to help the studies of seminarians whose family cannot support them. Kaya sasabihin namin doon sa mga pari, Father, baka gusto mo namang mag-donate sa Poor Seminarians Fund. May mga nagdo-donate, may bibigay ng 1,000, may magbibigay ng 500, may magbibigay ng 100, may mga parang walang narinig at walang nakita, nilalampasan lang yung step 4. But every year, in my 10 years in the seminary, every year, we were always waiting for this old priest alumnus who would donate every alumni homecoming hundreds of thousands of pesos to the Poor Seminarians Fund. Talagang more than 100,000 ang idodonate niya taon-taon. And so one time, we were curious, bakit ganun siya kalaking mag-donate? Kaya tinanong namin siya, Father, bakit ba ang laki-laki ng donation mo every year? Saan ba galing ito? Nag-conscious lang kami, baka mamaya kung saan na ninakaw yun, o baka galing sa sabong. So, tinanong namin, saan po galing yung binibigay niyo? Then he told us his story, sabi niya, alam niyo, nung seminarista ako, hindi ako kayang paaralin ng mga magulang ko. Buti na lang merong isang mabuting loob na tao na siyang sumuporta sa pag-aaral ko sa seminaryo, kaya nakatapos ako at naging pari ako. Kaya sabi niya, pinangako ko sa sarili ko nung maging pari ako na yung lahat ng aking matatanggap bilang pari, iipunin ko at ipangtutulong ko sa mga seminarista na nahihirapan din sa kanilang pag-aaral sa seminaryo. This is my way of paying back, of thanking the generosity of this person who supported me. Nung naging pari siya, hindi lang niya basta inipon yung mga ibinibigay sa kanyang pera. Inipon niya, pero ipinangtulong niya sa iba. You know, a few years ago, this priest passed away. And even until now, we tell his story. Every alumni homecoming, we are waiting for him. Kasi siya yung may pinakamalaking donation. Ngayon, wala nang nagdo-donate ng ganun kalaki. We still remember the goodness of this man. Yung mga paring hindi dumaan sa step 4, kinalimutan na namin. Hindi na namin inaalala. Wala nang nakakaalala sa kanila. My dear brothers and sisters, if God gives you more than you need, if God showers you with abundant blessings, what do you do? Do you build longer tables? Or do you build higher walls? If you build longer tables, then God tells you, you are truly wise. You deserve rewards in my kingdom. But if you build higher walls, if you just keep them for yourself, then God tells you, you fool.